So this is what Colbert said. Colbert said he's speaking about Tallarico because he had a Tallarico interview. He was supposed to be here, but we were told in no uncertain terms by our network's lawyers who called us directly, the network is CBS, that we could not have him on the broadcast. That's what Colbert said. So there's this whole narrative that the FCC is trying to, the Trump administration is trying to target James Tallarico and blah, 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 whatever, right? Because again, the objective is to make it seem as if he is to be feared by this administration when he's already admitted that he has no intentions to vote to impeach this man, despite the fact that we know he's engaged in multiple impeachable offenses. But they need to try to craft an image around this man that he's the guy who's going to challenge Trump. He's not going to do anything. Then we get this. CBS says The Late Show was not prohibited from broadcasting James Tallarico interview. This is their statement. The Late Show was not prohibited by CBS from broadcasting the interview with Representative James Tallarico. The show was provided legal guidance that the broadcast could trigger the FCC equal time rule for two other candidates, including Representative Jasmine Crockett, and presented options for how the equal time for other candidates could be fulfilled. The Late Show decided to present the interview through its YouTube channel with on-air promotion on the broadcast rather than potentially providing equal time options. Now, Stephen, you looking real sus here, my guy, because you said that the lawyers in no uncertain terms, we were told in no uncertain terms by our network's lawyers who called us directly, we could not have him on the broadcast. That's what you said. Now, the network is saying, we never told you that. All we told you was that if you're going to do this, then you have to provide equal time to the other two candidates in the race, one of which is Jasmine Crockett. And there's another individual in this race. And they gave you the ability and the options to fulfill that obligation. That's all you had to do if you wanted to air the broadcast. All you had to do was provide equal time to the other candidates in the race. Now, the question I have for you, Stephen, is why didn't you want to do that? Because the network's saying, no, y'all made this decision. And you the big honcho up in that bitch, ain't you? So why didn't y'all do it? Why didn't y'all choose to provide equal time to the other candidates in the race, Stephen? Then, instead of you just saying, hey, you know what, we ran into some issues with the FCC. You could have been vague as a motherfucker. And we couldn't air this. You said that they explicitly told you that you cannot have him on. You are part of this desire to try to craft a narrative around this man. You're part of it, dude. Because you need to craft a narrative that he's a danger to Donald Trump, despite the fact that his record indicates he will not be. That's what you're doing. And you are a part of it. I'm done. Between him, like Stephen, Jon Stewart, all of these weird-ass white men, I can't fuck with y'all no more. I really can't. Something is seriously off with you. You did not need to lie. All you needed to do was provide equal time to the other candidates, which you could have easily have done. But you instead chose to put it on your YouTube channel and then add to the narrative to try to craft this man as if he's going to really go up there and fight against Donald Trump. The man already said he didn't want to vote for impeachment. He said that out his own mouth at the debate. But you knew to bring somebody, especially like Crockett on, she was going to challenge that narrative, and you didn't want that. Y'all are, I don't know who is doing this, but we see you, bitch, and we are not fucking playing games with you hoes. Because he understands this is going to be a he said, she said situation. He knows that. And he is banking on his popularity overriding CBS, because CBS is a corporate entity and they got that weird woman in charge of it now, and she done been doing a whole lot of weird shit. He is banking on his popularity getting him through this shit. But no, sir, I need some answers to that question. Why didn't you just provide equal time? What was the problem? It's okay. You could have did that. This is democracy at work, right? We're not trying to make sure that one candidate is seen as more favorable than any other candidate, correct, Stephen? Are we part of this game? Are we trying to manipulate people, Stephen? Because it seems as if that's what you're trying to do, Stephen. It seems as that's what you're trying to do. I mean, because personally, right, I don't see what's so wrong about providing equal time to the other candidates, the other two candidates involved in this race. If anything, providing equal time to the candidates would make sure that all of the people who run in this race have maximum visibility, thereby giving the people of the great state of Texas the ability to make better decisions. They'll be able to look at all of these candidates and they'll be able to say, okay, well, let me go look at Jasmine's page. Let me go look at James' page. And I apologize, I forgot the other guy's name. But let me go look at all three of these candidates' pages so that I can see who best fits my political leanings, right? That's best for pro-democracy, if that's what this is about. But no, Stephen, it seems that this is about getting an artificial leg up to one person in the race while trying to depress the other two people in the race. You are a sneaky, deceptive ass, manipulative ass white man just like the rest of them. We see the manipulation games that you're playing with people, and you're not gonna fucking get away with this shit. So fuck you, and fuck Jon Stewart too.